I've known her 6 or 7 years.
Oh yeah, no, I haven't.
whatever happens again, though.
Yeah. Oh, they can close the window.
Oh yeah, no. I didn't get a temperature. Yeah.
Very sweet.
right. Well, you hit 2 of the 3.
Children won't.
That is part of the office. Not really.
Isn't it weird, isn't it? When
No, but I'm still here. I'm that way, not the bridge.
No, walk up this way as well.
Are you sure? Well, go first.
I think usually I would.
Neither you or I. Żona z Egiptu to była.
معتادين ما Yeah, and then there was a period when she wasn't in, wasn't it? Yeah. Well, and then
जाएगी मैं क्या
हमें कल का
I don't think it's windy.
Halt, also ist das
Yeah. It's, you know, the river.
Everybody, stop closer to watch out before the light here. Okay, now we go. Showtime. Everybody watch them. Watch it. Who's going to jump over them? Yeah. We want to see the show. Everybody just come around, watch out performing live here. Okay, now we go. Okay, now everybody give me a leg, come on. Yeah. Now you come over. Yeah. Yeah, come over. Yeah, come over. Yeah.
Wir wollen ja Weihnachten.
Practice it first.
Gdzie idziemy?
Very bad.
Let's try on this one.
It's supposed to be well. Żeby to tak gwiazdany spodziewał.
Aí caiu alguma coisa, né? Anh Chuyên trên tài khoản lên lên lên.
उसमें अगर बोलो डिस्काउंट नहीं मिलेगा तो मैडम को सेट कर मुझे बोलना तो मैं तुमको भेज दूँगा।
Who's that?
They're slipping like. Oh, you actually can't see how long.
You ready here? Rush out some room to get to the back to the market.
Baby brother.
Sorry guys, excuse me. Come on guys, just stand on the pavement please. Just stay on the pavement guys.
That's fine.
No, I do. Hi. The name of 3 minutes. I like it.
You know they have
Just to give you an idea, and sometimes helps some crossover. I've known Yeah. Like, never was a Pune frate la copii. Od koła. Maybe byłem
Ficați de aici, bă, hai, n-avem tine, hai, vedeți cum vă luați. Bine, așa.
I definitely hear some music.
Aaron, grab Christian.
Trească, băieții!
Then we can start trying to move. remember. No to jak już robicie sobie to róbcie.
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
It's not the same project. No.
Yeah, same.
Sorry.
Becai. Loro prendono un po'.
Борис, понял, покажи ему.
demasiado bueno para
Celebrar en Carrefour. Milo. Candela, candela.
Crossover. I've known her 6 or 7 years.